Yeah, what's going on, everybody? This is Aaron. I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, I wanted to make this video because I was driving for Lyft last night, and this passenger gave me a $200 tip. I've never gotten a tip that huge. I mean, it absolutely floored me. Check this out, y'all. Yep, he actually gave me $200. I mean, but I picked him up from a strip club, so I think those are some of the ones they didn't throw it to the strippers. So he just blessed me with a couple of straps of ones. I'm like, hey, I appreciated it. Goodness knows I need the money. I need that 200. So, but I think the reason why he did it was because, as I was driving him home, we got to talking about life in general, the world in general, and just how things are going. And I basically told him a little bit about my story, about how, I've been homeless, but, I've been working towards, getting me my own vehicle and getting a place to stay and just, getting off the streets, and it's been a struggle to do that. I mean, I've been working my ass off. I've been doing what needs to be done, making the right choices and right decisions, but it's just always something going wrong. It's always some sort of setback, that's just deterring and for me from having any sort of progress, these roadblocks and such. And just through it all, as tough as it is, as much of a toll as it takes going through that, as I've gone through for years, it's just, I mean, all I can do is just you either give up or you just keep going. And I just choose to keep going. Tired as I feel, I have to, I mean, giving up is not an option for me. So that's what I do. I just keep on keeping on, but I mean, I think he just sort of felt touched by, my story, some of the things I'm going through and how I just choose to keep, persevering, just showing determination, to just get past all of this to accomplish my goals that I have, my dreams and such, and I won't stop until I do that, you know. But when I dropped him off, he gave me a pound and gave me a hug, and I looked into the seat, as he was getting out, because I mean, I saw him reaching his hand up to my seat, but I didn't have anything in there, so I didn't really know what the heck he was doing. But first, he gave me like a $30 tip. He put $30 in the seat. I was like, well, thanks, I appreciate that, and so I didn't look to see if it was there, but I mean, I just noticed that, he kept, as I was talking, telling my story, he kept reaching his hand up onto my seat, like a couple of times to the passenger seat, and I'm driving, I'm looking at the road, and so, when I finally dropped him off, he said, yo, man, I feel what you're going through, but just let me give you a hug, man. And I was like, okay, all right. I got out the car, give me a pound, give me a hug, just gave each other motivation to just hang in there and just keep pushing through, I mean, he's going through some things too, and I just offer him some words of encouragement, to just not give up, I mean, it's rough out here, you're making the right choices, doing the right things. It's always like evil just seems to prevail through it all, It's like it always seems to win in a lot of ways and stuff, It's I mean, it's about winning the war, but it's like evil is still winning the battles, I mean, it doesn't win over me because I don't turn to evil, I don't do evil things, but it's definitely stifling my progress, and it's hard, y'all. It's just really hard, but all I can do is just keep going. But like I said, he gave me a pound and a hug, and it's just some words of encouragement, and say, look, we're just gonna just keep on moving forward, do it all, and got back into the car, looked into the seat. I was looking for $30, looked, and I see, shit, man, I see two straps of for $100 each, like $200 tip. I mean, that really tripped me out. I mean, I was like, wow, you know. But I think beyond the money, it's just, I would just suggest, hey, if you feel you see somebody going through it, I ain't saying you got. I mean, if it's somebody that you don't know, I mean, sometimes a kind word, a smile, or a gesture, it can help a lot. It can definitely make a difference in someone's day or night. And I just would just advise anybody, just spread love, spread positivity, spread encouragement as much as you can, because you never know the difference it'll make, in a person's life. That may be the thing that really turns a person's day around if they're going through a tough time or a hard time, And so, yeah, definitely, you definitely still have to be careful, because some people will try to take kindness for a weakness. But, if you've been through it enough, you can pretty much tell, and siphon out, who's being real, who's being fake, who's trying to, who's just putting on the front, whatever like that. But if you see somebody that's going through it and you feel like there's something that you can do to help them, then by all means do so, whether it's words, whether it's actions, but just do what you can to just try to make a person's life easier, like I say, offer words of encouragement and stuff, because believe it or not, it does help in ways that you may not even know. And so with that, I just want to say, hey, let's all of us, just stay positive and, just keep pushing through and, to our goals and dreams, and just stay on the side of, positivity, happiness, and contentment as much as you can. Just keep that inner happiness there. Keep that inner peace there, because this world will break you down, but don't let that affect what's going on inside of you. Don't let anything destroy your inner peace, and your love for self and your contentment within. Because that's one thing about me, is that I've always had inner peace. I mean, it's never been an issue. I've never been fighting like any sort of like internal wars or anything like that. It's all been on the outside. And so, but yeah, it's tough. But I think it's easier when you know that you're doing all you can. It's not your fault. I think that's when people think it's their fault, that's when it starts to eat them up on the inside, when they feel like it's somehow their fault or they're doing something wrong. But when you know that you're not, you're making the right choices and doing the right things, it makes it easier to push through. And I think that's one of the things I think that's one of the main reasons why I do push through, because I know I'm doing all that I can to get ahead, and I'm making the right choices and doing the right things. I'm not seeing the results that I should be seeing. I haven't pretty much for most of my life. I haven't, if I'm just keeping it a buck. But, I mean, like I said, you give up or just keep going. I just keep going. But with that, y'all, happy holidays to y'all. And, happy new year. I wish y'all all happiness, prosperity, peace, joy, all that, all the good things. And, just work towards that, and just don't let the bad times, bad situations bring you down. Just keep moving forward, just making the right choices, and it's going to come together. It's going to come together in time. I believe that for me too, and that's what I'm going to do. But y'all take care. One love, peace, and I'll see you in the next video.